Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another THW NHL News and Rumors Rundown Report. My name is Jim Parsons. I'm here with the HockeyWriters.com. This segment, as always, brought to you by SportsSideHustle.com. If you would like to take your sports fandom, your hobby, and your passion and love of the game and turn it into a secondary lucrative side income, a side hustle, part-time or full-time, SideHustle.com is for you. You can go to SportsSideHustle.com to get a free download, an absolutely free guide, 4 free keys to unlocking your earnings potential as a sports fan. That is sportssidehustle.com. Okay, let's get right into the news and rumors report for October 24th, 2022. We're going to be starting in Toronto, where Pierre Engvall is returning to the lineup for the Maple Leafs. A little bit of an injury, not the best camp. He has not produced very much for the Maple Leafs, and there's some time running out here, it sounds like, in Toronto. The leash is short. The patience is wearing thin. He is kind of a Kyle Dubas guy, but he's expected to fill a role on the bottom six of the lineup, and he's not really doing that for the Toronto Maple Leafs, so we'll see. He's typically responded pretty well to healthy scratches and being called out, but it doesn't always last. So we'll see how long the leash is for Pierre Engvall in Toronto. Also with the Maple Leafs, there's already talk of Nick Robertson. Michael Trakos of the Toronto Sun has mentioned that maybe the Maple Leafs should consider trading Nick Robertson after his 2-goal performance in an overtime winner for the Maple Leafs, and wonder if the focus should be on the blue line, where maybe someone like a Jakob Chychrun out of Arizona might be the best fit for the Maple Leafs. They don't need more top six scoring, he argues. What they do need is better help on their defense, especially with Jake Muzzin out right now. So we'll see if there's any real talk to this. It sounds like this is one person's opinion, and not too many people agree with it, but we'll see what happens here with Nick Robertson and how he plays in the next little while. Speaking of Jakob Chychrun, still a lot to talk about the defenseman coming out of Arizona. Most people had Ottawa as a favorite here. They're still in the running for this, but the price is very high out of Ottawa. Jeff Merrick has reported that it's the equivalent of 2 first-round picks, whether that's prospects or draft picks or what have you. Not many people are willing to pay that at this point. Chychrun hasn't even returned to the lineup for the Coyotes yet. He's still a couple of weeks away from doing that. But the Los Angeles Kings might be a team to watch here. This is a group that has a lot of prospects, a lot of draft picks. They've got some room to maneuver here. They would have to send salary the other way because the Kings, just like a lot of other teams, are right up against the salary cap. So we'll see if there's any smoke and fire around Jakob Chychrun and the Los Angeles Kings. But there's a lot of talk with those two parties involved here. And Conor Garland is a player that we're watching out of Vancouver. He's kind of in the doghouse for the Canucks. He hasn't performed very well. He was healthy scratch the other night. Bruce Boudreau is already kind of on the hot seat for coaches. Vancouver has struggled mightily this season already. Conor Garland is kind of in the doghouse. Nils Höglander's been there too, but really Garland is the guy that we're going to be watching here. He's got a lot of potential upside with some 5-on-5 scoring, and he's a useful person who goes into the corners, plays really hard all the time, but he hasn't produced very well for the Canucks, and the Canucks have struggled. So we'll see where this goes, if Conor Garland is a person that we should be watching here. His term on his contract is going to be the real hurdle to getting him traded, but his value somewhere in the $4 million, is just under $5 million per season. You never know. Could be attracted to some teams. All right, folks, that's going to do it for today. Don't forget, check out the HockeyWriters.com for everything else. My name is Jim Parsons. This has been another THW NHL News and Rumors Report. We'll see you on the flip side.